Welcome everyone. The purpose of the session is to cover, to have a grip on question number 1 in exam. If you able to solve the question number 1 in a good way, to be honest, it is for sure that you are going to pass the exam. There are 10 professional marks for this. And I will teach you in today's session that how to attain those professional marks. So let me read the question for you. Prepare a report, A part, prepare a report for the directors of W company, which calculates the profit or loss on the sale of infrastructure sports service division. We need to calculate profit or loss on the sale of the infrastructure sports service division. So there is a division. The name is quite longer, infrastructure sports service division, but it's only one division. There is only 2 marks. Second part, calculate the percentage gain or loss to the shareholder of tin company under both the scenarios of all shareholders accepting the cash offer, all shareholders accepting the share exchange offer. So there are 2 offers, cash and share exchange. There is no third offer. Normally in some question you will find mixed offer, but that is not here. Conclude solely on financial grounds whether tin company shareholder will accept the cash or share exchange offer. So you know that whenever there is a requirement to calculate gain or loss in acquisition, we need to calculate the combined market value and the individual market value as well. The combined market value and the individual market value. We need to calculate 3 market values. The market value of acquirer, the market value of target company, and the combined market value. Then you will take the difference and calculate the gain and loss. Third part, discuss the problems with achieving the forecast operating synergies from the acquisition. Discuss the problems with achieving the forecast operating synergies from the acquisition. You need to write the problems which you can face in achieving the synergies. Like it's a question that how you will not achieve the synergies and the steps which company board can take to achieve the synergies. Examiner has tested this point before. Like there is a question named Vogel company. This theory has already been tested in that question. Fourth part, discuss for the both share and cash offer, the impact on W company financial situation of the purchase of tin company and the likely reaction of the W company shareholders. That is all part of the report. B part, discuss the ethical consideration from W company and tin company viewpoint relating to the possible private offer of jobs and cash bonuses to the tin company directed by W company. So guys, by reading so many requirements, you are kind of overwhelmed by the information. That there is too much information even in the requirement. Professional marks will be awarded for demonstration of skills and analysis, evaluation, skepticism, and commercial acumen. Okay, you can see something is missing. Professional marks will be awarded for the demonstration of skills in analysis, skepticism, and commercial acumen. So that's why I was saying this paper was not written by the examiner. In question number 1, professional skills marks will be awarded for the demonstration of communication. Communication. 5 marks are there for communication. Communication skill is missing. It is typo. It is not missing by purpose. There are 5 marks for communication in the first question. And by the way, for your knowledge, communication skill will not be tested in question number 2 and 3. Communication skill will only be tested in question number 1 for the report writing. So professional marks will be awarded for the communication, for analysis, skepticism, and commercial acumen. Okay. Let's read the first exhibit. W Company is a construction company which is focused on a large public sector, commercial and retail projects. So it's a construction company which has focused on large public sector, commercial and retail, the smaller projects. W Company has a reputation for well-constructed buildings, although it has faced recent criticism for not making as much use of the technology within its building as its competitors. So this is the first point you should highlight. This is the problem with the company. This is the problem with the company. The company is well reputed, but the company has faced recent criticism for not making as much use of the technology within its building as its competitor. So competitors are making more use of technology. This company is not. Although W Company profit have shown a steady increase over the long term, they have sometimes fluctuated significantly year on year, depending primarily on the economic cycle. So this company is a cyclical company. This company earning is linked with the economic cycle. If the economy is performing well, this company will perform well. If the economy is not performing well, this company will not perform well. W Company board therefore made a major investment in infrastructure sports service. This is another business, infrastructure sports service, which it felt would be less affected by the economic cycle and would therefore smooth out profit, normalize the profit. The services offered included energy consultancy, public space design and management. A separate infrastructure sports service division was established and its management team was mainly recruited externally. However, the infrastructure sports service division has not delivered the profit that W Company board hoped it would. So technically, it's a failure company. Some of the managers recruited to the infrastructure sports service division from outside have since left W Company. They criticized W Company board for its lack of understanding of the infrastructure sports service division and its failure to give the division sufficient attention and clear strategic direction. So this is also important. So there is a problem with the company. What is that problem? The problem is the company is not, the board is lacking the understanding of the infrastructure. Plus, the company does not give sufficient attention or clear strategic direction, or kind of the company doesn't give the clear autonomy to the other company. In order to raise capital for future investment, W Company has decided to sell its infrastructure sport division for 18,250 million. The sale of the division will consist of the sale of 25% of the W Company asset and current liabilities. The value of the W Company asset is currently 68,960 million and the value of its current liability is 4860. These are the assets and liabilities of the whole company. Only 25% belong to the infrastructure sports service division. So that was exhibit number 1. Exhibit number 2. So you need to read the question quickly. Remember this. Everything which you think that is important, highlighted. The board of W Company has also decided to make an offer to acquire the entire share capital. Okay. Suddenly, the information has started suddenly. The question is not well designed, to be honest. The board of W Company has also decided to make an offer to acquire the entire share capital of Tin Company. Tin Company is an unlisted construction company specializing in smaller commercial and retail development. So Tin Company is a smaller company. It has become successful primarily because of its use of technology in enhancing its construction operation. So this company is more famous in using the technology, and your company is not famous in using the technology. Remember this. 3 of the 10 company executive director own 15% of its share each. No other shareholder own more than 10% of the share. So 3 directors combinedly own 45% of this company. A significant number of 10 company employees have been with the company for some time, and relation between senior management and employees are good. This is not common in your company. In your company, especially in infrastructure service division, employees were leaving. Many employees have already left. W company board believes that 10 company offer a good opportunity to develop in the construction sector, and there are a number of opportunities for synergies, including using 10 company technology to enhance the efficiency of its own operation and its product offering. Okay? This is a synergy benefit. Relevant information is as follows. 10 company most recent profit before interest and tax, PBIT, is 1300. After deducting tax allowable depreciation, 419. 10 company makes an annual cash investment of 173 million in non-current assets and working capital. It is estimated that 10 company free cash flow will grow by 6% per year for the foreseeable future. So the growth is very high, 6% growth. I don't know in which economy this company is operating, but to be honest, 6%, 7%, 8% is a very high growth. You can also question on this, that why the growth is so much high. Cost of capital is 13%, company tax rate is 20%, and it is expected that this rate will not change in the foreseeable future. You can also question on this, that how would you know that the tax rate is not going to change? Company currently has 1200 million shares in issue. W company director are proposing that acquisition of 10 company will made through one of the following payment methods. Cash offer of $17.3 for each share in 10 company. Share for share exchange of 5 shares in W company for 6 shares in 10 company. Why you are offering 5 shares for 6 shares? Is there any basis? You also need to question this. 10 company will become a wholly owned subsidiary of the W company and assuming all shareholder except the cash offer or the share offer. We will also can question this, this assumption, that why is it possible, how is it possible that all will think similarly and accept the cash offer, or all will think similarly and accept the share offer? Then, okay, the combined value. It should be assumed that acquisition of 10 company and the disposal of the infrastructure sports service division will take place. Okay. Why? Why we should assume? Also, question, you can raise this question. Following information is relevant to the valuation of the company. Estimated revenue for the combined company in year 1 is given. Profit margin before acquisition. Operating synergies are taken into account 18%. Operating synergies are given. Pre-tax. W company pays tax at a rate of 20% per year, and it is expected that this rate will not change. Okay. In year 1, the combined company will require an additional investment of 426. What is the basis of this? Need to identify. In year 2 to 4, it is forecast that pre-tax profit, including operating synergy, will grow by 10%. How and why? How you have identified 10% and additional investment by 8%? After year 4, it can be assumed that free cash flow will grow by 7% per year for the foreseeable future after taking into account additional investment. The combined company cost of capital can be assumed to be the same as W company current cost of capital. That is the cost of capital prior to the announcement of the sale of the infrastructure sports service division and the bid for 10 company. So there are too many assumptions for this. Too many assumptions. Next is W company 5,000 shares in issue. This is the information about the shares and the bond. And then there's the information about the debt and number of shares are given. Then the last exhibit is about the ethical issues, the last point. The W company board has been considering how to persuade 10 company shareholder to accept the acquisition offer. So for example, I'm the acquirer and I want to acquire your company and you are the board member. One director has commented that 10 company, 3 directors have owned 45% share between them a dominant figure within the company. They can be privately offered job with W company and cash bonuses if they take the job, but dismissed once the acquisition has been taken place if there is no role for them in the management structure of the combined company. So if I'm the acquirer, this is quite an unethical offer from me. What I'm doing, in order to convince you people, I am offering future jobs in the combined company for you people. Plus, I'm also like giving you an incentive that I will pay you cash bonus if you join the combined company. So what you will do, if you convince on my offer, you will convince the shareholder and merger will happen. So this is unethical from the perspective of acquirer. This is also unethical from the perspective of target company. If being the director of the company, you accept this offer without consulting the shareholder. Whatever offer you are receiving, you have to get it approved from the shareholders. You have to tell all the offer to the shareholders. Otherwise, if you accept the offer, you are not behaving ethically. You are not working on the behalf of the shareholder. And if I am giving you this kind of offer, I am doing unethical act by not offering same offer to all the shareholders. So this is the B point. So let's discuss and solve. We have to solve the numerical first, then we will make the report. So let's start with the first part. Okay, remember one thing, your report would be, your spreadsheet will be kind of an appendix. So you will write appendix number 1. Okay. Part A, and then the first part. Then the first part. Your first part is profit or loss on the sale of infrastructure sport division. So you will write sale of infrastructure sport services division. Okay. Let's quickly move to the first part. I think it was in the first part. Yes, it is in the first part. Last para. Company has decided to sell its infrastructure sport division for 18250. This is the inflow which you are getting. So let me write it, sale proceed. Sale proceeds. Okay. You can write one statement that all information, all values are in dollar million. Okay. Sale proceed is 18250. Okay. You are selling 25% of the company. Assets are given, liabilities are given. So W company assets, liabilities 68960 and liabilities are 4860. And what is the share of our division? Share of division, that is 25%. Share of division is 25%. So 25% into asset minus liabilities. $16,025. And then you will calculate the profit. Obviously, it is profit because sale proceed is more and the sale of dividend is less. So profit is this minus this. Sorry. This minus this. Yes. This is the profit. You can highlight this. Okay. Okay. This is the profit. 2,225. Okay. One thing, convert all the figure into like your figure should be separated with a comma in this way. Select all data and separate it with comma. This is the profit. You can highlight this. This is part one. We have solved the part one. Okay. What about the part two? Calculate the percentage gain or loss to the shareholder. Okay. We have to do a lot of working for this, but let's calculate percentage gain. Part A, second part. Gain, loss for both shareholders. This is kind of a heading for our appendix. Okay. Sale proceed minus the share of dividend, that is 25%. Share of dividend net assets. You can write this even. Okay. Now let's calculate gain loss for both shareholders. Remember how to do it. We need to calculate market value of both companies plus we also need to calculate the combined market value. So let's read the information. So tin company market value is not given. What about the W company market value? Is it given? We need to calculate the market value of all three. Yes, W company market value is given, trading at 20.41. So let's calculate it one by one. Whenever in exam, there is a calculation about gain and loss, we need to calculate market values of all for both the acquired and target company. So market value of company, market value of 10 company, and market value of combined company. Okay, market value of W company is given. How much is it's given? Number of shares are 5,000 and trading at 20.41. Even total market value is given. So there is no need to do the calculation. Total is given 102,050. 102,050. Okay, 102,050. So let's calculate the market value of 10 company. Okay, how to do it? How to do it? Most recent profit before interest and tax is given. Tax allowable depreciation is given. So PBIT is given. PBIT is 1300. Tax allowable depreciation is given. Tax is 20%. Tax allowable depreciation is given. That is 419 million. Then capex is given. Annual capex is 173. 173. Okay. Then it is estimated that cash flows will grow with a growth of 6% per year. Cost of capital is given. Tax is 20% is given. Okay. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bullet points. If you read all the bullet points again, you will come to know that there is only one growth given. There is only one growth given. Look, in our class, we have covered that there are two methods to calculate the present value of future cash flow. One, when there is one growth is given, and when there is multiple growth is given. In this part, only one growth is given. So simply what we will do, we will calculate the free cash flows. How? Just move this information a little down, deduct the tax. Tax is 20%. Minus tax is 20%. Tax depreciation will be added. Capex will be deducted. So free cash flows will be sum of all these cash flows. 1286. Free cash flows. Which free cash flows? Free cash flows to firm. Free cash flows to firm. So how do you know that these are free cash flows to firm? Because we haven't deducted the interest. Okay, growth is given. Only one growth is given, that is 6%. Cost of capital is given, and that is 13%. No other information is given. No other information is given. So if one growth is given, simply apply the formula. Simply apply the formula. Cash flows into 1 plus G divided by cost of capital minus G. So market value of business is equal to free cash flows into 1 plus G divided by cost of capital minus G. 19473 approximately. You can also convert all these cash flows into 000 format. $19474. But remember, this is the market value of business. We need to calculate market value of equity. So if we go and identify what is the debt value of this company. Is there any information given? 1200 million number of shares are given. Let's explore where is debt. Where is debt? Number 1 point, no debt. Number 2 point, no debt. Number 3 point, no debt. No debt. Debt should be given. Okay. Nothing is given here. Let's read the other point. Okay. Okay. I think no information is given about the debt. No debt is given. No debt information is given. Although the question writer has used the word cost of capital, but that information is no given. So we are assuming it is assuming that there is no debt, as no information is given. So this is the market value of equity. If this is the market value, you can divide with number of shares that are 1200. So market value per share, this is the market value per share. Okay, this is the market value per share. That's it. That is your final answer. Okay, because I was not confident that cost of capital is given and why debt is not given. So that question is coming into my mind. So that's why I have written to end the confusion. Whenever you are confused in an exam, take the assumption and move on. Okay, take the assumption and move on. That's the best strategy. Okay, now we need to calculate market value of combined business. Combined company. Okay, let's close it. This is a combined company information. Okay, estimated revenue for 1 year is given. Profit margin is given. Synergies are given per year synergy. Okay, what examiner has given us the information from year 1 to 4 separately and thereafter separately. Look, information about till year 4 is given and after year 4 information is given separately. So this is a multi-growth model. How to apply it? We will make years. Years 1, 2, 3, 4. First of all, write the revenues. Revenues are 46,600. And the PBIT is 18% of the year 1. PBIT is 18%. Okay. In first bullet point, revenue is given. In second bullet point, profit margin is given before synergies. And in third point, operating synergies are given. It's up to you. You can combine the operating synergies with the profit and calculate the tax, or you can separately calculate the tax. It's up to you. Okay. What we have to do? Tax is 20%. Into 20%. Then after tax synergies. Synergies are 750. Take its after tax value. Whenever you will use the synergy in yearly cash flow, or always calculate its after tax value. Positive. Okay. Okay. In year 1, combined company will require additional investment, 426. So capex is given 426 minus 426. Okay. Then it is written in year 2 to 4, the forecast that pre-tax profit, including synergy, will grow by 10% and additional investment by 8%. So these two will grow by 10% and this will grow by 8%. 10%. So this one into 1.1 for next 4 years. Tax is simply the application of these. After tax energy will also grow by 10%. But the capex will grow by 8%. Okay. These will be the free cash flows. Free cash flows to firm. Remember, free cash flow to firm. Take the sum of all cash flows till profit. There's a common mistake in exam student. Whenever they take the total, they also include the revenue. Do not include revenue. This is wrong. We have to include till profit. Okay. Remember this. Not revenue. Okay. Then copy this into the next cells. Okay. Then present value of what is the discount factor? Discount factor is it is given. The combined cost of capital can be assumed to be the same as the W company current cost of capital. Okay, we need to calculate that. No, it's not 13. 13 was the cost of capital of 10 company. 13 was the cost of capital of 10 company. We need to calculate the cost of capital of W company. That is different. Okay, so let's go to the working. Let's go to the working. First of all, third last bullet point, W company has 5,000 million shares and market value of equity is 102,050. So quickly write market value of equity. Although it is written above, you can copy from there 102,050. Then market value of debt is also given 23,780. Okay. And pre-tax KD is given. So KD would be 8% into 1 minus T, 0.8, 6.4. Plus risk-free rate is given, that is 4%. Market premium is given, that is 7.4%. Beta is given. Although you can debate that cost of capital must change. Your two companies are combining. Beta should change, but it is written in the question that it should remain same. 1.26. So what's the cost of equity? Cost of equity is risk-free rate plus beta into market risk premium. So 13.324. That is the cost of equity. Okay, let's calculate the WACC. It's up to you. If you want to calculate WACC in this way, you can calculate, or you can also apply the shortcut. This is market values. Now write the cost here. Cost of equity is 13.32. Cost of debt is 6.4. Multiply these two with each other. Take the total of these two. Okay. WACC would be this divided by this. 12%. 12%. Okay, 12% is the WACC. Combined WACC. So combined WACC is 12%. Okay. Present value of first 4 years. Apply the formula NPV bracket start 12% comma, select all cash flows till year 1 to 4. This is the present value of first 4 cash flows. Then present value of cash flows after year 4. Considering that growth is now 7%. Growth is now 7%. You can write this above. And this. So how to apply the formula? Bracket start. Last cash flow into 1 plus G divided by a cost of capital minus G, 12% minus G. This is the cash flow which you will receive from year 4 onwards. Answer would be at the end of year 4. Multiply with the discount factor of 4th year discount factor, 1.12 raised to power minus 4. 125, 120. So total market value of business is the sum of these two. But we need market value of debt. Market value of debt, it is given. It is given 23780. 23780. So the remaining would be market value of equity. That would be 125. 228. 125, 228. Okay, 125, 228. That is the market value of equity. This is a combined market value of equity. Combined. Okay, now we will calculate the gain loss. So first offer, cash offer. Then you will write the share offer. So you can use your method, but normally I solve in this way. Pre-acquisition information. Is a bit lengthy, but always helpful. Post. Write the name of the companies. Okay, normally we need 3 information: shares, market value per share, and total market value. But it will work if you don't have all these information. So what is the pre-market value of W company? It was given, right? W company. 1025. And what is the market value of 10 company? We have just calculated. Okay. Calculate the total of these two. Now, copy the same information here. Okay. Right here, the combined market value. What is the combined market value? 125. Okay, how much cash you are offering? What are the shares? 1200 shares. And the share of this company is 5,000 million. How much we are offering? 17.3 for each share. 1200 into 17.3. That is the amount which we are offering to the 10 company. So what is the remaining amount? Number of shares of acquirer will remain same. Number of shares of acquirer will always remain same. Are you offering new shares to the target company? No. We are not offering any shares to the target company. So let's calculate the gain. Post market value minus the pre-market value. Post market value minus the pre-market value. And then calculate the percentage gain. Divide the gain with the pre-market value. Divide the gain with the pre-market value. Divide the gain with the pre-market value. This is the gain which will be in cash offer. Now copy the same information and paste below. Just change the heading. Instead of writing cash offer, you will write share offer. Okay. Combined market value. Value of W. Please correct it. Value of W and 10. Okay. Write the combined market value again. You can copy from above. Here in share for share, 5 shares in W company are offering for 6 shares in 10 company. We are offering 5 shares for every 6 share of your company. So how many shares we are offering? 1,000 new shares. 1,000 new shares. How many shares we are offering? 1,000 new shares. So calculate the total number of shares now. This is incorrect, by the way. Calculate market value per share. Do the reverse calculation. This market value will remain same. This market value will remain same. Calculate the market value of shares now. Okay. That's how you will calculate the gain. Number 1 step, always write the pre-acquisition information. Number 2 step, write the post-acquisition information and the combined market value from the above calculation. Number of shares of acquirer will always remain same. Then put the information. How many shares you are offering? So we are offering 5 new shares for 6 years. You are offering 5 new shares for 6 years against 1,200. So we are offering 1,000 shares. Total shares are 6,000. Combined market value is 125 million, 125 billion. Combined shares are 6,000. What is the market value per share? Approximately 20.87. So if combined market value per share is 20.87, that is the market value for both 10 and W company. Calculate their post-acquisition value and calculate the gain loss. Okay, always do another calculation. What is the proportion of ownership after acquisition? Okay. After acquisition. Now, how much? You can copy here. 5,000 divided by 6,000. 83% is owned by a W company and 16% owned by a 10 company. So the W company ownership diluted from 100% to 83%. And 10 company got 16.67 ownership in this company. Okay, always calculate whenever there is a share for share exchange. So why not in cash offer? In cash offer, there is no change of ownership. In cash offer, the W company still is the 100% owner of the company. Okay. There may be one more question on this. In examiner can ask you to calculate gearing. What is the impact on the gearing in share for share or in cash offer? In share for share, gearing would increase because you have to finance the in cash offer, gearing would increase. You have to finance the cash by borrowing. In share for share, gearing would decrease because you are not taking more debt. So guys, we have done the numerics. We have done all the numerical work. I think so. Okay. Now we will make a report. Whenever you are solving question number 1 in AFM exam, first of all, solve all the numeric. Sir, we have done that. We have calculated all the numeric part. Now remember, in exam, in first question, numeric marks are lower, theory marks are higher. Numeric marks are lower, theory marks are higher. Numeric marks are only 20. Theory marks having 30. Okay, how to approach the theory? Part A, that is report. First of all, make the structure of the report. You are not appearing in manual paper. This is a computer-based exam. So first of all, make the structure of the report. So we are making a report to the board of directors. Report for the board of directors. Okay, or report to the board of directors of WK company. You should give this the heading. Then if you want to write the subject, you can write. Otherwise, examiner normally does not write the subject of the report. Then your first heading should be the introduction. We will solve it. Then go to the requirement one by one. Calculate the profit and loss, calculate the percentage gain, conclude solely on financial ground whether 10 company shareholder will accept the cash offer or share offer. So we will write analysis of acquisition. Okay. Then we will write that what is the impact of share exchange and cash offer. Okay, this is the analysis of acquisition. Then discuss problem with achieving the forecast synergy. Give this heading. Problems or reasons of not achieving operating synergies. Okay. And what was the other part? Steps which company could take to achieve the synergies. Steps to take steps to achieve the synergies. That is more okay. Synergies. Second heading should be capital. Okay, next. Discuss for both the share exchange and cash offer. Cash offer and share exchange. And the last conclusion and the last report compiled by and date. There is no need to write who is compiling the report. Don't write your name. And Don't write the date even. Just give the heading. So these are the headings. I didn't make the report, but these are the headings. Report should be in present tense. Introduction. First, this report includes, okay, what will you include in the report? All the headings. All the headings. Yes, copy paste the requirement, to be honest. By the way, I have copy pasted all the requirement as a heading. Now you will write that. This report includes the first requirement, profit and loss. This report includes the sale of infrastructure, sport, service division, acquisition of 10 company, and what else? Company and discussion of reasons of not achieving operating synergies and steps or measures W company should take to overcome these problems, or should take to achieve the synergies. Next, this report also covers the impact of share for share exchange and cash offer on the wealth of 10 company and W company shareholders. Okay. Right. So do not make bullet point in the report. Bullet point will kill your points. Anything else? Impact of the discuss for the share exchange, impact on the W company financial situation, likely reaction of the shareholder, and also includes likely reaction of shareholders. Okay, this is an excellent introduction. It should be in present term. Okay, you have to write everything in your own wording. You can't copy the wording of others. You can't copy the wording of examiner. The point which you need to remember, report to the board of directors, introduction actually is the explanation of all the requirements, and it should be in present tense. Okay, then you will do the analysis of acquisition. Okay, first of all, W company company has decided to sell infrastructure sport division. There is nothing much to write on this division as a strategic decision because you are unable to make profit on that. Yes, earning how much? What was the profit which we are earning on this? Now you can open the numeric. It will help you. Is earning dollar 225 million. Appendix 1. Okay. Okay. That is your comment. How you will get the professional marks on this? We have to write the value as well as we have to refer to the appendix. Obviously, you will not write all the values. Euro sign is right, EUR, simple. Main values. Okay, my question is, in order to get the skepticism, there are 4 professional skills. Communication. You will get the communication by making all the headings. You will get the communication marks by writing report to the board of directors, design the introduction, design the headings, design the ending part, conclusion. That you will get 5 marks for communication. What is skepticism? What is analysis? Analysis is what we are doing now. You will get the full marks on analysis if you have done the numeric correctly. And I suppose that we have done I assume that we have done the numeric correctly. You will get full marks on the analysis skill if you done the numeric correctly and if you analyze all the numeric. You will get all the marks of the analysis. How you will get the skepticism marks? Do not accept anything on the face of it. Question every information which is given. Question every information which is given. 5 marks for communication in section number A out of 10. Yes. That is very important. Structure of the report is very important. Many students fail because they are unable to make the structure of the report. Okay, next. How to get the communication skills? How to get the professional skill marks for communication? By designing your report appropriately, which I am telling you. How you will get the professional skill marks for analysis? You will get the professional skill marks for analysis if you done the numeric correctly and if you able to analyze the numeric correctly. You will get full marks. How to get the marks on skepticism? Question on everything. Like we have calculated the gain on the sale of dividend. Question it. How? Okay, and commercial acumen is little tough. Commercial acumen is discuss the viability of the option. Discuss the commercial feasibility of the option. And believe me one thing. If you able to crack the communication, skepticism, analysis, you will get full 10 out of 10 marks, even if you fail in commercial acumen. Similarly, if you get full marks on commercial acumen, communication and analysis, and if even if you fail in identify skepticism, you will get 10 marks out of it. This is a new thing for you guys, right? So communication, skepticism, commercial acumen, analysis, Their total marks are more than 10. If any student able to crack two skills or three skills, he will get full 10 marks. Okay. However, this solely depends upon the confirm offer of sale proceed amount. Okay, you are saying that we will sell this division and we will make that much profit. This solely depends upon the confirm offer of the sale proceed, whether we have a confirm offer or not. Okay. Then next is how much we are, although there is nothing mentioned about the assumptions, but normally in questions, we have to discuss the assumption. So I will cover a little part of that as well, just to give you the idea. Because in examiner will ask you about the assumption. Although in this question, he should have asked, but surprisingly, he didn't ask about the assumption. Okay, the next part. Acquisition of 10 company will generate overall synergy benefits and it will create gain for both shareholders. Okay. However, it depends upon lot of subjective assumptions which company should consider to analyze. Okay. For example, now you can discuss about the assumptions. Although it was examiner didn't ask in this question, but just for you people, just for your knowledge, I'm telling you, there are a lot of assumptions which you need to challenge here. For example, let me start from above. It is assumed that 10 company will grow 6% for the foreseeable future. No information is given about the cost of capital of 10 company. No information is given about the 10 company debt. No basis is given that how 10 company will grow by 6%. And this 6% is a perpetual growth. It's a terminal growth. It is practically impossible that company can grow with 6% growth. This is not possible because you know Porter 5 forces. Competitor will join you sooner or later and your growth will erode. Your growth will be ended. Okay, next. Then in combined company, there are a lot of assumptions. It is given that PBIT would always be 18%. And profit and synergies will increase every year with 10%. Capex will increase by 8%. And perpetual growth is 7%. This is an economic, like this company is a cyclical company. This group is linked with the economy. So how a company which is linked to the economy can grow with 7% growth for the foreseeable future? You can question that. You can write that. This is impractical. No information is given about the combined cost of capital. It is assumed that cost of capital of the W company will remain same as the combined. How is it possible that two companies are combining and cost of capital is not changing? It should change. Okay. Yes, there is no information that how operating synergies will be achieved. What is the breakup of synergies? There is no information. There is no chain in the beta. You can write all these assumptions, or possibly whatever you can write. Okay. Let me write few. In calculating 10 company market value, no information is given for debt of company. Company and cost of capital, that how it has been calculated. Okay. Terminal growth is 6%, which is abnormally high. High, as it is difficult for company to achieve that growth on continuous basis till perpetuity. There are certain assumptions in combined company valuation. For example, cost of, for example, WACC of will remain same as group company WACC, which is questionable, as two companies are combining business risk can change, which can change the combined WACC. And here, and in this case, it is assumed to be same. Okay. The problem is, in this question, examiner didn't ask about the assumption. So that's why I'm writing few of the assumption just to tell you that how you can get the skepticism. If you write that cost of capital will remain same, you will not get marks. If you write that cost of capital will remain same, however, no information is given or no basis is given, or you can write in this way, it is assumed that tax is given in perpetuity. Practically, this is not possible. It is given like, it is assumed that growth rate is 6% will remain same for the foreseeable future, practically, which is not possible. So if you challenge the assumption, then you will get the marks. Otherwise not. Okay. Reasons of not achieving synergies. How? What are the reasons? What are the common reasons to not achieving the synergies? Management conflict. There can be different reasons of not achieving synergies. First of all, W company should assess how these synergies are calculated. Whether these are revenue based, cost based, or financial synergies. Okay. First of all, identify what are the reasons of synergies. W company should identify you can write in this way. There is possibility that in business combination, acquirer becomes over optimistic about acquisition and can calculate and can estimate and can overestimate the synergies. This is another problem. You can overestimate the synergies. Okay. That is one of the problems. Overestimate the synergies, and later company unable to materialize it. Okay. Another, the acquirer unable to incorporate the vision of or strategic objectives of target company and fails to achieve benefit. What is it? Why you are acquiring the other company? In this case, you are acquiring the other company because of the technology, because of the innovative methods that company is using. And if you are unable to use the innovative method, then obviously that synergy will be gone. The main reason to acquire 10 company is because of technology. And if W company unable to apply that technology in combined business, company will fail to achieve synergy, right? Then you can write the typical points. Cultural conflicts, unable to maintain the employees. Both companies have different cultures. Both companies have different cultures. So if combined business fails to achieve common culture, this can lead to failure. Okay. Next point, the new company, the success of new company depends upon the management of new company. The success of new company depends on the management of new company. If combined business unable to attract the management, unable to attract the workforce, it can lead to failure of achieving. Okay, guys. Then you will write that steps to achieve the synergy. There can be different steps. Number one step, we should do the proper due diligence. We should do the proper due diligence. We should make a roadmap. We should make a like strategic objective that how to achieve these synergies. We should make a flexible plan in which our management, acquirer management, and the target company management both will work to achieve the synergies. We should give autonomy to the workforce. We should give the proper attention to this acquisition, because it is our history that we didn't give the proper attention. That's why we are selling the infrastructure division. And we should do the proper communication with the staff in order to achieve the objectives. Okay? You can write these. It's very difficult to write, to be honest. So write this. Steps to achieve the synergies. Company should consider these points to achieve the synergies. What are the points? Company should do proper due diligence while acquiring the target company. And should make a roadmap that how to achieve these synergies. Okay. Write more and more points. Company should include its management, and 10 company management in core functions to achieve these synergies. Company should do proper communication with team to achieve these. It is W company history that they does not pay attention. So company should take this point into consideration, that they should not move to next target until achieving these energies. Okay. And communication with the client, with the employees is also important. Company should spend, this is also a very important point, should spend enough time to analyze all the operations of target company, so that after acquisition it can easily merged. There are different other points which you can write. Okay, I have written few points, but there are different other points you can write. Then you will write a paragraph on the cash offer. Then you will write paragraph on the share offer. What you will write, let me explain. Yes, new technology. This point is also very important. A group should also analyze beforehand that how to implement the new technology, okay, to achieve benefits. Okay, what about the cash offer? Cash and share offer, it's easy to discuss. Let me tell you the relevant points. Guys, in cash offer, let me explain from the perspective of 10 company. In cash offer, 10 company gain is 6.61%. And in share offer, 10 company gain is 7.18%. If 10 company opts for share exchange, the gain is slightly higher compared to the uncertainty which they will take. Try to understand this. In cash offer, 10 company gain is 6.61%. In share offer, 10 company gain is 7.18%. In share offer, 10 company gain is slightly or marginally higher compared to the risk they are taking. Share for share is uncertain, and this 7.18% depends upon the realization of these figures, upon the actual realization of these figures. This is uncertain gain, 7.18%. It should be higher compared to the cash offer gain, because company is taking a risk here. Shareholders are taking a risk here. So preferably 10 companies should take 6.61%, because this is certain. And it is quite near to that share for share offer gain. However, in cash offer, company has to pay tax immediately. Company has to pay tax immediately. And plus, they will not become part of the group. They will not share the future synergies of the group. Okay, what about the W company? W company gain in both cases is almost same. Almost. Use the word almost, or you can use in this way, the gain of W company in both cases is marginally different. Okay. But W company should consider that in case of cash offer, they need to arrange the debt in order to finance this 20 million. They need to arrange the debt in order to finance this cash offer. But the benefit is they will become 100% owner of the company. They will still remain the 100% owner of the company. In share offer, they do not have to arrange anything, but their ownership will marginally reduce from 100% to 83%. But from the gain perspective, it is overall same. Okay. So you can write a point for commercial acumen. You can write 1 point for commercial acumen, that is from the 10 company perspective, it is chances are there that 10 company will not accept share for share offer because they are not getting enough gain for the rest they are taking. Plus, there is no basis for 6 shares are given. And the company has sold the division for 18,000. What was the proceed? For 18,250 million. But you need to finance 20,760. So you need to borrow the remaining. Company has not sold the division for 2,225 million. Company has sold the division for 18,200 million. And company needs 20,760. So the remaining amount company needs to borrow from the market. Okay. Let me repeat all the points. First of all, cash offer and 10 company. 10 company gain in cash offer is 6.61%, which is marginally lower than the share offer. So it is more attractive because it is certain. But the 10 company will face two problems. 10 company have to pay tax immediately, plus 10 company will not participate in the synergy benefits. Okay, in share for share, 10 company gain is not justified because it is slightly above the cash offer. This gain is not enough, 7.18%, because 10 companies taking more risk here. This gain is not guaranteed. This depends upon the actual realization of the figures. You will write this. This is the commercial acumen point. If you write this, because you are defending this point commercially. Okay. Then you will write share for share exchange for the W company and cash offer for W company. W company is like indifferent in share offer or cash offer. The only point is in cash offer, they need to borrow some amount from the market. They have 18,250 million, but they need to pay 20,760. They need to borrow some more amount. And share offer, they do not need to borrow anything, but their ownership will reduce from 100% to 83%. Okay. Okay. And one more thing. One more thing that is very, very important. If you accept the cash offer, the directors of the 10 company will not become part of the management. And because of the inexperience of the W company, it will be difficult for you to run the company. And at the other, on the other thing, if you are offering share offer, you can hire those members as a board member of the current company, and they can run the company. Okay. Yes. One more thing. W company shareholders may not convince on this because their gain is very negligible compared to the 10 company gain. Okay. At the last, you will give the conclusion. Conclusion is still you are not clear at which company will choose which offer. By analysis, it looks like that 10 company should select the cash offer, but uh, W company will be, the selection of the W company is not clear yet. That where W company will go. Okay. And in conclusion, you will write that for combined company value, all depends upon the synergies. So W company should make a proper plan to achieve those synergies. Okay. 10 company is likely, it is likely that 10 company will select the cash offer, but the likely reaction of the W company is not clear. However, it is advisable to the to the W company that W company should make a proper plan to achieve the synergies. Okay. Why would W company not choose cash offer? Because 1 point gain is lower compared to the 10 company gain. That is obviously the same case for the share offer, but in cash offer, they need to borrow from the market. They have 18,200 and something million, but they need to pay 20,760. So they need to borrow amount from the market. That will create additional debt burden on the company. Okay. Plus, 10 company are having satisfactory gain in cash offer. So at the same time, W company can also think that this cash offer is very high. So W company shareholder may not accept this, may not approve this, sorry, may not approve this. Okay. And remember one thing, all this discussion uh, is like, these are my points. Your points can be different. Last part of the, you will make one paragraph on the cash offer, one paragraph on the share exchange, and then a brief paragraph on conclusion. And then at the end, you will write report compiled by and date. That's how you will write. Okay. Let's pause just to give you the final idea, how the report should look like. Although I'm copying from above just to show you that how it should look like. Conclusion should be smaller. It should be look like this. Please have a look. Report to the board of directors, introduction, analysis, reasons of not achieving, steps to achieve cash offer, share exchange, conclusion. That's it. Report compiled by and date. You will get full marks on the communication. Okay. My advice is solve the numerical question firstly. Solve all the numerical question first. That is number one advice. Number two, when you have to make the report, write all the headings before writing anything under in the report. To the board of directors, introduction, analysis, right? And how to make the headings. Copy all the requirements. Actually, what I have done, I don't know that what to write in the report. First, discussion on the sale of infrastructure. Second, discussion on the gain and loss. So I have given the heading analysis. Then next, achieving the problem with achieving the forecast energy. Next heading. Next heading, steps to achieve the synergies. Next, discussion on the share exchange and cash offer. And obviously, last heading is always clear conclusion. First heading is always clear introduction. And then report compiled by date is always clear. In introduction, you should write in the present tense. And what you should write, you should actually explain that this report includes discuss all the requirements briefly. This report includes this, and this. Give the first heading, explain, second heading, explain, third heading, explain, conclusion. That's it. All points for theory part in one big paragraph. Yes. You cannot make bullet form. So what I have done, steps to achieve synergies, I have written one paragraph. Okay. It's not exactly a one paragraph. You can break it down in little smaller paragraph as well in this way. This is more good even. You can write in this. But these are not bullet points. Write in smaller paragraph, not a one big paragraph. Write in smaller paragraph. Full marks on communication, respective of irrelevant remarks in answer. Full marks in communication, you can get full marks in communication if you have written proper, if you have explained your point properly. It's not like if you give give the headings, you will get full marks. Your wording of the report will also matter. If you explain everything in ping English, you will not get full marks. Come on. Like if I make the structure of the report and under the report, if I write the famous songs, obviously I will not get the communication marks. Communication marks means if I effectively communicate with the senior management. If I effectively communicate with the senior management. Okay. Can we write 1 point each paragraph? 1 point each paragraph? Yes, it would be a bit size paragraph, but that will work. But it shouldn't look like a bullet point, please. Guys, what is the strategy for tomorrow? I will suggest you to quickly go through one question of each topic. Quickly go through because you don't have time to solve it. Quickly go through one question from each topic. Okay. Solve one question thoroughly on the report. Solve one question thoroughly on the report. Let me write here. Last day agenda. Quickly go through one question of each topic. Solve one 50 marks question with report. Keeping all today's point in your, okay, and then go through theory. Read and memorize. Read theory again and again. Especially read answer of last two past papers. That's it. No other thing. Is this type of question much expected in question number one? It depends. Question number one can be tested from any area. This was just a mock, and this was even not written by the examiner. Quickly go through one question from each topic. Solve 150 marks question. Please identify any question and solve it. And especially go to my YouTube channel and select which question I have solved. Try to identify 150 marks question from that area and solve it, so that you have a video to understand, to structure your answer. Okay. And then read the theory again and again. Conclusion is worth 2 marks. Would you recommend skipping a heading and writing a conclusion due to short? You can skip headings, or you can write few points in the headings and quickly rush to the conclusion. I will insist, you can write short, like we have write too much in analysis. You can short this and write, you can also short this and write, like try to fill all the headings instead of putting more stuff in one heading. That should be your approach. Conclusion, like if I have to give conclusion of any like investment appraisal question or merger acquisition question, especially this question, company, you should write the name of the company. Okay. Company should sell the division as it is generating cash for business and acquire the 10 However, it is not clear that company should acquire the target company using cash offer or share offer. Okay. Then you can write one more point. We should apply sensitivity and scenario analysis to further analyze the forecasted forecasted data, and should make a comprehensive plan to achieve the synergies. Okay. This is more like you're advising. Like If I am doing the NPV question, I will always write this point. Company should do the scenario analysis and sensitivity analysis to further analyze the data. Okay, for theory, I will suggest that quickly go through the notes. Quickly go through the notes. I have made video on every possible theory that is available on the LMS. So please try to watch all the videos. At least if you can watch at 1.5 pace, do watch it. Especially the latest theory, SPAC, Dutch auction. I have made videos on those. Try to cover that theory. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for joining. Best of luck. My prayers are with you. My best wishes are with you. Inshallah, inshallah, you are going to pass. I have tried everything to give you the confidence. Seriously, if you again look at this question, numeric was super easy. Only challenge is to communicate your theory to the examiner. Please, it is my humble request. Do not hesitate. Write whatever the point is coming into your mind. Wherever you stuck, take assumption, move on. Take assumption, move on. Do not spend much time on the numeric. Spend much time on the theory. Theory marks are more in AFM compared to the numeric. So, two pieces of advice. One, in numerical, if you stuck anywhere, take assumption and move on. In theory, whatever the point is coming into your mind, write that and try to finish the theory as early as possible. What will happen? Your point can wrong. But if that point is right, you will get the marks. Okay. But do not skip any part. Do not leave any part. Okay. These points can be, there can be a repetition. There can be a repetition. There can be a repetition. So just go through all the theory. So that's why I'm saying that do not spend time on solving question. Solve one question, just one question, 150 marks question, and spend rest of the time on the theory. Okay, everyone, take care. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. My best wishes are with you. Recent theory topic means which is part of the recent attempt. There is a technical article on that as well. Dutch auction method and SPAC, special purpose acquisition company. Just revise it. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Take care, everyone. Best of luck. Allah Hafiz.